People with OCPD suck at delegating. Let's figure out how to fix it. What's up, everybody? I'm the OCPD coach, and I want to help you figure out how you can get better at delegating. Let's hop into it. Let's start off by talking about the sucky delegation cycle. This is a cycle that we continue to do over and over again. We always wonder why we are not getting better at delegating. Many times we figure out that we have bitten off more than we can chew. That leads us to reach out to someone who can do the work. We give them a general idea of what we want with emphasis on oddly specific parts of it. The assignee does the work and we're not satisfied. We make changes or we request for them to make changes. We lose faith in the assignee and potentially gain faith in ourselves if we went over and made it better. And then we just rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. And that's the cycle. Now I want to talk about why I sucked at delegation and why I still try to get better at it. It boils down to three main points: undefined expectations, unrealistic expectations, and ultimately unfair expectations. Undefined expectations could actually look different depending on who you are and what the situation is. For instance, one version of it is us not having a clear expectation of what we actually want. So that means in my head, I don't even know what I really want. If I don't really know what I want, how can I ask somebody to bring it to life? Next, we fail at clearly communicating the vision or the idea or the concept. Whatever it is that we are trying to delegate, we just fail to communicate it clearly. Next, I want to talk about unrealistic expectations. For myself, these expectations look like this. I would hire someone cheap because I was money hoarding, but then I would expect this top-notch work. Shame on me. Next, I would expect the work and the work ethic to match my own. So if I'm a workaholic over this project, I'm expecting whoever I'm working with to also be a workaholic about the project, which is crazy because it's not their project, which is crazy because I was the one with the unhealthy work ethic. Finally, craving, demanding perfection. It has to be perfect. It has to be exactly what I had in mind. That is ludicrous, and it will ultimately lead to you not being happy with any work that you have done, no matter if it's someone else who helped you out with it or if it's you who did all the work yourself. Finally, I want to talk about unfair expectations, and it's really simple. Undefined plus unrealistic equals unfair, because you try to give an assignment to somebody and you don't know what you want, or the bar is too high for anybody to realistically achieve it. That's not fair to anybody involved. This also led me to realize that I was the issue. I do want to take a quick break to tell you all about the OCPDcoach.com/resources. I've got videos up there. I also have documents that you can print out. These documents will help you with different areas of your life. And I even have a document related to delegation. This is the expectation manager document. You get to go in there and list all of the things that are your must-haves along with the things that are your nice-to-haves. Afterwards, you can go in and check off all of the things that were done and give yourself a score, or give the person that you delegated the work to a score. It's really easy, and it's a great way to help you define your expectations. Let's keep going. As I mentioned, I was the issue. I was an unfair delegator. I would go in after my assignees did work, and I would critique it, but not critiquing it by giving them feedback. I would literally go and make the changes myself. It just seemed so much easier that way. I was not great at communicating. I had the vision halfway done in my head, and I would only give them half of that half of the vision. So they were really only getting 25% of the entire picture. I was cheap. As I mentioned, I was a money hoarder. I didn't like paying top dollar for things, and that really bit me in the butt when it came down to some of the quality I would get. I was entitled. I thought even though I paid cheaply, I should still get amazing work. I also held people to standards that were way too high for anyone to ever achieve, including myself. So, how do we improve? I've got some strategies. Clearly define acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is literally, what does it mean for this task to be done? That's all. It's really common in the tech world to use acceptance criteria when creating tickets so that we know what done looks like. Next, we need to identify the must-haves or MVPs for minimum viable product versus the nice-to-haves. The must-haves are those essentials, and you need to clearly define it. Make it as clear as possible so that whoever you are delegating the work to knows what all of those must-haves are. If you have the list of nice-to-haves, they might also be nice enough to throw some of those in as well. You never know. But this is just a great way for you to level set and make sure everybody is on the same page. As I mentioned, I have a free resource on the OCPDcoach.com/resources. There's a document called Expectation Manager. That is the place where you can print out the document and you can give it a shot. Let me know how it works out for you. The next step is practicing clear communication. It should be obvious. All of these steps are useless if you are not clearly communicating what you need when you delegate. Something that also helped me out was building a team of experts that I could trust. Now, this isn't always an opportunity that you might have, but if you are working on a project at home or you are hiring people and you want to be able to trust the people that you bring in, hire people that are experts. Hire people who you've seen their work, that you think that they know more about the topic or subject than you do. That will help you take a step back and say, hey, I'm going to let you own that realm. It feels good when you find somebody that you can trust. Next, I think you should lower your expectations. Our expectations are sky high, and sometimes we make it impossible for anybody to reach them. I would recommend trying to lower them to like 50%, but that's hard to measure. I think we just need to be better with being realistic with what we are expecting of individuals. Finally, show appreciation to the assignee. Whoever does the work, show them that you appreciated them for the work they did. Praise them for the work that they did if it meets your standard. If they hit all of your MVPs, make sure you give them praise. Show them that you appreciate them going that extra mile if they also hit your nice to haves. We definitely should practice giving praise. Let's move on. I made this video to highlight why I suck at delegating and ways that you can improve delegation in your life. I hope that you found it useful. If you did find it useful and you're still struggling, maybe you need some one-on-one support, I'm the OCPD coach for a reason, and I am available for one-on-one coaching. I have multi-month programs, and you can reach out for a free consultation if you go to the OCPDcoach.com. There'll be a form that you can fill out, put all of the relevant information in just so I can get a good picture of who I'm talking to before our discovery call. Then I'll reach out and we'll get something set up. The coaching program also has worked wonders for people who have OCPD. Also, the coaching program is specifically made for people with OCPD. This means I'm going to listen to your issues. I'm going to see what goals you're trying to hit. I'm going to see what goals you need to hit. We'll collaborate on a strategy that allows you to hit those goals, and then we'll implement it by optimizing your life. It's a great program. Then we're going to optimize your life by implementing that strategy that we come up with. It's really a great time, so I recommend you take advantage of it. If you want to catch the OCPD coach everywhere else, make sure you follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. Everywhere at the OCPD coach. It should be easy to find. I hope that you got some value out of this video. I thank you for watching, and I hope that you keep fighting for your life. See you in the next one. Peace.